So, have you ever just bumped into someone you barely know and suddenly your mind goes blank? That's exactly what happened in today's episode. A guy named Nick runs into Anna and, well, things get a little awkward.
I've definitely been there. The worst part is when you know you should remember their name, but it just disappears from your brain. In the dialogue, Nick even admits, "Your name has just slipped my mind." I actually felt for him forgetting someone's name can be pretty embarrassing.
Totally. And what made it even trickier was that Nick and Anna had just met at a conference. So, both of them were trying to make a good impression. But it's such a relatable moment. I think everyone's had that panic at least once.
It's almost like your mind is playing a prank on you, isn't it? I like how Anna handled it, though she just laughed it off and said, "Don't worry, it happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names too." That kind of response takes the pressure off.
That actually reminds me. There were a bunch of really handy phrases in the conversation things you hear native speakers use all the time. For example, Nick says, "I'm in a bit of a hurry."
Yeah, and I love that phrase because it's so much softer than just saying, "I'm busy." It gives you a polite way to excuse yourself without sounding rude. Like, "Sorry, I can't chat right now, I'm in a bit of a hurry."
Exactly. And another big one was contact details. It pops up all the time, especially in business settings. Instead of just asking for a phone number, you can say, "Can I get your contact details?"
Plus, phrases like "slipped my mind" make you sound way more natural. Instead of just saying, "I forgot," you can say, "Oh, it completely slipped my mind." It's almost like telling a story with just one phrase.
Funny you say that. One section I really enjoyed was the putting it together part. They broke down phrases like, "around here." It's such a small phrase, but you can use it in so many ways.
For sure, if someone asks, "Is there a coffee shop around here?" they just mean nearby. Or if a friend says, "I used to live around there," they're talking about the general area, super common in daily conversations.
And they expanded on it with things like "right around the corner," which is so useful when giving directions. It paints such a clear picture.
I agree. Simple tweaks like that can make you sound a lot more fluent. And then there's terrible with "I'm terrible with names." You can swap in anything you struggle with. Terrible with numbers, terrible with directions. It's such a practical structure.
Hearing Nick forget Anna's name got me thinking, have you ever had a major name slip in real life? I once blanked on my cousin's name at a family reunion. Talk about awkward.
Oof, I can imagine. I've had moments like that at work events. I usually try to sneak a look at someone's business card, or just ask them to write down their email. Usually their name is right there. It's my rescue plan.
That's clever. I usually end up introducing them to someone else, hoping they'll say their name again. It's like a little dance, trying not to get caught.
Honestly, I think most people understand. Anna's response in the dialogue was so genuine she didn't get offended. It's a good reminder that a friendly attitude can turn an embarrassing moment into just a funny story.
Switching gears a bit, I love the Fluency Builder tips at the end, especially about greetings. Instead of the usual, "How are you?" they suggested trying, "How's it going?" It just sounds a lot more relaxed and friendly.
Absolutely. "How's it going?" is one of those casual ways to check in that feels genuine. I notice when I use it, people tend to respond in a more open and friendly way. It really sets the tone.
And it's something you can use with anyone, from a close friend to someone you just met. Hopefully our listeners will give it a try the next time they bump into someone, maybe even if they've forgotten their name.
That's true. And the more you practice these little phrases, the more natural you'll sound. It's all about building those habits so you don't freeze up in real conversations.
Before we sign off, I just want to say, don't stress if you forget a name or mess up a phrase. Like we saw in the dialogue, everyone does it, and it's totally normal.
Exactly. And the best thing is to keep practicing. The more you try these new phrases, the more confident you'll feel. Plus, a sense of humor always helps smooth things over.
So true. And if anyone wants more examples or has questions, just reach out through our website. We love hearing about your experiences, awkward or not.
Thanks for joining us today, and remember, the next time a name slips your mind, you've got some new tricks and phrases to fall back on. See you next time!